안녕하세요. 안정현입니다. Welcome back to Let's Speak Korean. Scott, Christine, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. Scott입니다.
안녕하세요. Christine입니다.
Okay. There was a hit Korean movie called 7 Reasons Why Beer is Better Than a Lover.
Only
now,
7.
how about we try this with this program? Okay, how about 7 Reasons Why Let's Speak Korean is good? Want to help me out here, guys?
Sure.
First, it's easy. Second, maybe it's fun.
Good.
I hope.
And third, we have a great cast.
Great
so-
cast, because it has you.
Well, no, I meant you.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I
Fourth,
love him.
it gives you lots of examples, right?
Okay, fifth, you can learn about Korean culture and Korean customs.
Right. And sixth,
Let me see. Scott kind of said what I was going to say.
I can't think of any more either.
Yeah.
But
Stick with
we
5.
still have 5 good reasons to watch Let's Speak Korean, right? We can guarantee that if you spend 15 minutes a day with us, you're going to speak Korean in no time, okay? All right, just look at Christine here. She's a prime example.
Well, yeah, that's true. Before I started the program, I couldn't speak a word of Korean, and now I can have simple conversations.
There you go,
Talk
a
to a
living
makeup lady.
testimony.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, let's not waste another second. We're going to move on to today's lesson. Take a look at what's coming up, and when we come back, we'll talk about what we're learning today.
Hi, I'm Sue. I'm here waiting for my friend Youngsu because, see, our friend just moved and she's having a party. So we were gonna meet here and then go together. But he hasn't showed up yet. I think that maybe he went to the shopping center to buy her a present. Look, he's coming. Why are you so late?
오다가 쇼핑센터에 들렀었어.
그래서 선물은 샀습니까?
그래서 선물은 샀습니까?
아니요, 사지 않았습니다. 구경만 했습니다.
아니요, 사지 않았습니다. 구경만 했습니다.
아니 선물도 안 사면 어떡해.
미안해. 예쁜 물건이 너무 많아서 이것저것 보다 보니 선물은 깜빡 잊었어. 잠깐만 기다려 줄래? 내가 얼른 가서 선물을 다시 사올게.
What? Oh my gosh. He's gonna go and buy the present now. By the time he gets back, the whole party's gonna be over. Oh well, see you next time. Bye.
Look at that. People are so busy running around these days, they tend to forget a lot of things. See, Sue's friend went to a mall planning to buy a housewarming present for a friend, and he completely forgot why he was at the mall. Does that ever happen to you guys?
Not to me personally recently, but I had a friend who called me, and she was going to ask me a question. We got to talking, she forgot what she was going to ask me, had to call me back a couple minutes later
Oh, no.
to do the question.
Really? Wow, I'm proud to say that never happens to me.
Excuse me? I think you're a little wrong there.
What? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
You. I was talking about you just the other day. Remember when
Really?
you called to ask An Jung-hyun's phone number?
Oh, I can't remember, actually.
Looks like you even
That's
forgot.
really bad.
It looks like you even forgot you called Scott.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
well. It happens to a lot of people, I'm sure. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Christine, do you remember where you heard the Let's Speak Korean sound?
Yes, it was 안녕, 사지 않았습니다. And 구경만 했습니다.
Excellent. 2 things, past negative, 사지 않았습니다, and particle 만 in 구경만 했습니다. Okay, let's start with the past negative. The negative form of past tense is made by attaching to the verb stem 지 않았습니다. Okay, so for the verb 사다, we had 사지 않았습니다. Okay. Repeat, guys. 사지 않았습니다.
사지 않았습니다.
사지 않았습니다.
Okay, then Scott, what's the infinitive of 기다렸습니다? Waited.
Okay. 기다립니다.
Infinitive would be?
Okay, I'm sorry.
기다.
sorry, I keep messing up with infinitive. 기다렸습니다.
Nope, infinitive.
Infinitive.
기다리다.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, 기다리다.
Right, that would be to wait, right? And the past negative would be 기다리, verb stem, plus 지 않았습니다. So we have 기다리지 않았습니다. Repeat.
기다리지 않았습니다.
Okay. And then Christine, what would be the infinitive of the verb 갔습니다, to go?
가다.
And the past negative form would be Scott?
가지 않았습니다.
Good. 가지 않았습니다. Okay. Now how about a conversation, you two?
Okay. 어제 지하철을 탔습니까?
아니요. 타지 않았습니다.
그럼 무엇을 탔습니까?
버스를 타지
탔습니다.
탔습니다.
Took the bus.
Okay, how about 이 옷을?
Okay, these clothes.
Yeah, 옷을 이태원에서 샀습니까?
아니요. 이태원에서 사지 않았습니다.
Okay.
Then where did you buy it?
Okay. 어디에
어디서?
에서
Right.
샀습니까?
Okay, and 명동에서 샀습니다.
Very good. Now let's listen to some native speakers for more pronunciation practice.
집에 갔습니다.
집에 가지 않았습니다.
지하철을 탔습니다.
지하철을 타지 않았습니다.
이태원에서 샀습니다.
이태원에서 사지 않았습니다.
Now we're going to talk about particle man. It's a particle which means only. It replaces subject particles 이 or 가 and object particles 을 or 를. It can also be used together with other particles. Let's practice. For example, let's say we have a sentence, only Mr. Lee teaches. You would say, 이 선생님만 가르칩니다. Scott, repeat.
이 선생님만 가르칩니다.
Christine?
이 선생님만 가르칩니다.
Okay, and this time, I drink only coffee. 커피만 마십니다. Scott?
커피만 마십니다.
Christine?
커피만 마십니다.
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 Okay, and now an example of when it is used with another particle. I only study at school. 학교에서만 공부합니다. Scott?
학교에서만 공부합니다.
And
학교에서만
공부, study.
공부입니다.
합니다.
공부합니다.
Right, okay. Now how about a conversation? Another one.
Alright. 한국말과 일본말을 배웁니까?
Okay, 아니요. 한국말만 배웁니다.
Right. Only study Korean.
Right. Okay, I'll try to ask you a question.
Okay.
집에서 집에도
집에서도
집에서도 한국
을
말을
합니까? Right?
합니까?
Do I only
You know the
speak,
question.
Do I speak Korean at home?
Right.
Okay. 아니요. 영어만 합니다.
Very
Okay.
nice. Okay, now we're going to take a look at focus in. Pay attention to how particle man is used.
아니요. 먹지 않겠습니다. 아니요. 구경만 하겠습니다. 이것만 먹겠습니다. 이것만 먹겠습니다.
Okay, this time we're going to review particles. I have some sentences here, and what you need to do is fill in the blanks with appropriate particles, okay? Here we go. Scott, do you want to take the first one?
Okay, how about 나는 공부합니다?
I am studying.
Okay. And then maybe the younger sibling is studying also. So
Also.
동생도 공부합니다.
Excellent. All right. The next one, Christine. The office is located in Chongno, would be?
종로에
에. 있습니다, right? There you go. And the third one. 나는 날마다 운동을 합니다. Scott?
Okay, 나는 날마다 운동을 합니다.
You do exercise. It's the object, right?
See?
So you have the object particle, 을. Okay, and then Christine, the last one here. 남대문 시장에서 at 남대문 market 옷. What would be?
울?
을 사지 않았습니다. Direct object, right? So 을. And then 구경
만 only?
했습니다. I only looked, right? Didn't buy any clothes, I just looked. All right, if all this is clear, let's move on to our next section. Take it away, Scott.
All right, it's time for Korea Alive. Let's check it out.
Hello, I'm Lisa, and I'll be hosting this corner, Korea Alive. Well, I've been living in Korea on and off since I was a little girl, and from time to time, I've heard Koreans use English words that didn't quite make sense to me. Actually, these words are called Konglish words, and they are English words that the native speakers don't use, but the Koreans do. This may not make much sense to you, but if you're living in Korea, you might want to learn these Konglish words to make your life a little easier. Well, shall we start with our first Konglish word?
이거 드레스 셔츠는 뭘까요?
모르겠는데요.
속에 입는 옷 아니에요? 셔츠?
잘 모르겠는데요. 예.
보통 셔츠 종류로 얘기하는 것 같은데.
몰라요. Never heard of it. I don't know.
Probably opposite of a t-shirt. You wear it upside down.
White shirt?
T-shirt.
Like a t-shirt? Kinda. It's a kind of shirt. But it's not a t-shirt.
It's a tank top like.
Okay, did you get an idea of what we're going to study today? Our first example today is a Y shirt or a dress shirt. Most Koreans call a dress shirt a Y shirt. So if you go into a store and ask for a dress shirt, most likely nobody will understand what you want. Well, in my opinion, the word Y shirt comes from the word T-shirt. Because as you can see, if you hold up the sleeves, it's in the shape of a Y, so it makes a little more sense, right? Okay, so you go into a store and you want to ask for a dress shirt. How would you say it? You can say something like this. 와이셔츠 있어요? 와이셔츠 있어요? Or 와이셔츠 주세요. 와이셔츠 주세요. Simple, right? Okay, we learned an interesting Konglish word today, and I'll be back with more next time. See ya!
Okay, now it's time to review. We talked about past negative today. Scott?
Right. Past negative, you grab your verb stem and stick 지 않았습니다 on the back, and you're all set.
Good. And we also talked about a particle which means only, right, Christine?
Yes, that particle was man, and it can be used to replace object particles such as ul and lul, and subject particles such as I and ga.
Okay.
It can also be used with other particles too.
Excellent. Well remembered. Hope you remember everything. Review it at home, and we'll be back next time. 안녕히 계세요.
안녕히 계세요.